I request Ms. Kiran Mehra Karpilman, the Director of United Nations Information Center for India and Bhutan, to join us on stage. A very warm welcome, Ms. Kiran. UNIC serves a focal point for news and information about the UN for audiences in India and Bhutan. I would like to request Mr. Shukla once again to welcome her and present a bouquet of acknowledgement to her. May I have the bouquet on stage? Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome Ms. Kiran Mehra. I would like to request Mr. Shukla to present him a bouquet of acknowledgement and welcome. Let me take the privilege of inviting Mr. Tushar Gandhi, the head of Mahatma Gandhi Foundation that advocates for peace and spreads the Gandhian values and principles, to please come on stage, and Mr. Shukla to please present him with a bouquet of love and acknowledgement. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as we light the lamp of hope and success. Stakeholders to join hands and progress together without leaving anyone behind. We believe that collaborations can be the key to success in attaining inclusive growth and sustainable development. I now like to request Ms. Kiran Mehra Karpilman from United Nations Information Center for India and Bhutan to share a few words with us.
A very good evening to everybody. Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, Mr. Tushar Gandhi, Mr. Parag Shukla, Mr. Agarwal, members of the Urja Foundation and the Dr. Harivansh Bachchan Memorial Trust, ladies and gentlemen. As you've been told, I am Kiran Mehra Karpilman, Director of the United Nations Information Center for India and Bhutan, UNIC for short. But we believe that UNIC also stands for UN India Connect, linking the United Nations with people. And it is in that spirit that I stand before you today. It is indeed an honor to be here today in the presence of those who have shown such dedication and commitment to the cause of energy security. Friends, access to modern, cleaner and affordable energy services in developing countries is essential for the achievement of the Millennium Development Goals and for sustainable development. More than 3 billion people in developing countries rely on traditional biomass for cooking and heating. 1.5 billion people are without electricity. And even when energy services are available, millions of poor people are unable to pay for them. Thus, timely financial resources are required, along with the relevant technology. The General Assembly also unanimously declared the decade 2014 to 2024 as the decade of sustainable energy for all. This not only draws the attention to the overall importance of energy security, but also to the fact that if we wish to frame an agenda for the future, beyond the millennium for the rest of the day, that is such a sorry state of affairs. The thwarting of ambitions and goals nations counts on and encourages in order to bring change on the ground. As the UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon has said, energy can show the way out of poverty. And to quote the Urja Foundation, to bring power to the people. I wish you all the very best. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Ms. Kiran, for your presence and for enlightening us. I would like to invite Mr. Neeraj Agrawal from LIC to come on dais and share some thoughts on campaign CSR.
Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, dignitaries on dais, dignitaries sitting in front of me, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed my great privilege to be a part of this evening where we are not only associated with a very noble cause of providing power to rural India, but also sharing dais with a living legend, Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, in socially oriented scheme. And 2,000 crores are invested in infrastructure. But these are in conventional infrastructure like roads, bridges, power plants and all. We also service approximately 30 crore policies. Now 30 crore is a very, very big number, the population of the United States.
Unfortunately, it still lives in darkness. The government was sworn in to see the transition of power. The first Council of Ministers, before taking to office, went to meet Bapu at the Harivansh Basti in Delhi and asked him to give them a message on how they should assume office and rule or work in India. Bapu gave them a message which he said, "This is a talisman I'm giving to you." And I'm going to narrate that over here because I think it's very appropriate for the initiative that is being launched here today. And he told the Council of Ministers that whenever you decide to do something, a new initiative, a new policy, a new act, imagine the face of the poorest and the weakest person that you have come across.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would say friends, patrons, and I'm not going to say about being here and supporting us. So a warm round of applause for your own self. That's what we should have in the first place. As far as the initiative is concerned, the first aspect is, let me just tell you, even today, as Tushar rightly mentioned, 60 years down the line, we still have 250 million people lacking basic necessities of power, basic necessities of clean drinking water, sanitation facilities. So as a foundation, we thought that it's only right that we will start off the powering their growth. In India, the whole challenge is we have a lot of resources, but the challenge is uneven distribution of resources. Now, how do we mitigate that? So that's what we are trying to figure out, like him to actually activate and commission the switching on of the lights at the villages that we have installed with solar power. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause for Mr. Bachchan.